I just got one thing to say. You like that? Yes, I love it. I swear to God, man, this is a day that was needed because this has been a fucking depressing as shit. The last week, or especially like the weekend, um, but just negative story after negative story, a lot of depressing thoughts. Oh, but we got some good news. We got some good Vikings news today. A lot of it. I mean, it's still coming in. Um, Big one, the Cousins extension. We got him signed 2 additional years, so through 2022, and so that's great. Obviously, also lowers the cap hit, saves us about $10 million for this upcoming year, which is awesome. Um, so we got Cousins locked in for a couple more years. So we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about the nightmare scenario that I put in the video last week about he who shall not be named from New England ending up here. Um, they still might draft a guy. I could see them drafting somebody maybe in this draft, because then you get a couple years where you can kind of understudy, and if it looks like you got some, hey, maybe you can move on from Cousins after this next one, because he'll be, I think, 34 at the end of this extension. Um, but the money saved on the Cousins deal, on the Cousins extension, they almost immediately turned that into franchise tagging Anthony Harris, the Ant-Man. And a difference of about $1 million or $2 million there. But so we were very worried they were going to basically have to lose him. We don't have to lose Ant-Man. We got him back, and they can maybe work out a longer term deal with him to maybe lower his cap number 2. So it won't be quite the blowing up of the secondary that we thought. I mean, the cornerbacks are still. I mean, Rhodes is still probably going to go elsewhere. Waynes is probably gone, and Alexander is maybe a little more likely to come back, but we'll see. But so those are the two big ones. We also re-signed C.J. Ham for I forget how many years, but he's proven to be super valuable. He's even a pretty good receiver. So those are the three personnel moves, and I knew these were coming, and everyone tried to say no, they're not going to happen. They're not. Maybe they're just going to move on. No extension. I don't know how long, but extension for Zimmer, extension for Spielman. I'm telling you, this is a happy day. This is a good day. So we got our triumvirate Spielman, Zimmer, Cousins locked in for. I would imagine. I don't know how long the Zimmer and Spielman ones are yet, but I would imagine they're for at least 2 or 3 years as well. I think that's it for Vikings moves. But how much more do you want? This is fantastic stuff. We got our quarterback locked in, and I'm sure the SKOL North people and the Collars and the Zolgads and all these people will just lose their fucking minds now for the foreseeable future. Like, how could you do this? You got a tank to be good. Well, no, you don't, and there's no real examples of that ever. And of course, the moves that have already been made, the Griffin opting out and cutting Rhodes and Joseph, you got all that money still left. Some of that's going to go back into maybe getting Griffin back, and maybe get a guard or something like that. And then obviously you got to have money for your draft picks. But they're in a great spot. I mean, everyone was like, "Oh, they're gonna have no cap space this offseason." They always figure it out. I have no doubt in my mind ever with this front office. Rick and Rob, they always figure it out. They always get the cap figured out. Now they usually are right up at the cap, sure, but you know, they spend every dollar they got. You got the money. But yeah, this is good stuff today. We needed it because it's been a shitty week, a very shitty March so far, and we'll worry about whether there's even a football season later. That's to be determined. But yeah, we're good. We're good, man. We got free agency will be officially starting up in a couple days. It's all going on as planned. So we'll see what else they can figure out. I hope they bring Griffin back. I think he wants to come back, so maybe he'll take a little less. So that would be cool. And then we got to go. They got to do something at cornerback, and they got to probably get at least one. I think one free agent lineman in here, maybe a guard, or maybe some of this extra savings they can kind of use to keep Reef. Maybe move him to guard. There's a lot of stuff up in the air, but and there can always be more moves made for restructuring and releasing guys. And of course the other big one is Dalvin Cook. What they're going to do with him, I still hope they trade him. I like Dalvin, but you can't give big money to a running back. So we'll see. But it's a good day. SKOL.